Alright lads, so it's finally time for us to showcase the newest and most powerful and also fun main character in the game, that being Balgo, and also Osushi. Yes, finally Balgo is playable in the game and he's joined with Osushi. This is technically a tag team character and he, quite frankly, is an amazing character. In this case, he's a mind-no affiliation character with the Quincy and also human kill ability. One of the great things about him is that he is going to be a farming character, so you're kind of forced to use him, because if you do use him, you get the benefit of getting extra links or potions, droplets, and also super links or potions. That makes him a great character in IZ, IT, Enriched Shopper Zone, and of course also Epic Raids. But you know what, having these farming skills doesn't naturally make you a good character. It makes you valuable to have, and it makes it so we're kind of forced to use them, but the benefit of this character is that he also has more going for him. For starters, damage output is not going to be an issue with Frenzy +1, a 40% Berserker, and also the SP boost, so when you do inflict a Stars, when you get 80% more SP, you'll see there that damage isn't really going to be a problem. This is perfectly serviceable, especially considering the fact that he does have an increased chance to inflict Stars. And then it gets even better because this character also does have weakening and drain on all of his attacks with a revived soul bomb. For a farming character that doesn't have pierced eye skin, this is amazing. He's going to be constantly inflicting Stars. He has 2 killers. He increased the amount of links or droplets and also super links or potions you get, while also constantly inflicting weakening and drain to keep himself at full stamina. I honestly did not expect this much power from a Balgo character, but I guess it's Osushi backing him up, so maybe it makes sense. Alright, so first up, taking this character into single player IT. Remember, he does have kill here, so do keep that in mind. But what I would say is that he's kind of like a troll character. His attacks in general are just like very trollish in nature. Like you'll see here that his SA1, 2, and even 3 are all basically surrounding Osushi, right? His SA3 is super cute. He's just spinning Osushi around. Osushi is cute. So to have an SA3 like that is just kind of fun. Same with the SA2, it's Osushi just running amok. SA1, I think, is actually very similar. For the most part, it's Osushi doing the attacks here. We're just using Balgo to run around. But look at this damage that we're doing. This is crazy. We're constantly able to get the SP boost, which is going to just heal us back up to full stamina. When we do inflict stat zones, we're weakening. Unfortunately, we aren't actually immune to any stat zones, so do keep that in mind, right? But you know what? It doesn't even matter that much because you can just stay at full stamina super easy with an SA3. For bonus abilities, we did give this character Long Stride just because why not? And this is just super smooth. Super fun too. Like, again, I love the character's visuals, right? It's super fun to play with this character. The fact that we're able to go through IT this easily and also increase the amount of drops we do get is super cool. Even the soul bomb is funny. Like that's got to be one of my favorite summons in the entire game. Like, we all know Osushi is cute, but Balgo's just the perfect character, like a hype man almost, just to big up Osushi, making it even more cute. In this case, a 1 minute and 15 second play time in solo IT. Not that impressive, but we weren't going for a fast play time. Let's try that once more. And remember, keep in mind, he is increasing the amount of drops that we do get, so he is a farming character. Alright, let's see how this one does go. So his SA1, by the way, strong attacks are really good. Better than at least my first impression, his strong attacks are way better than I thought. The SA1 is going to be an AoE in front of him. Really good strong attack, right? Like, you can use it here, and it's going to pretty much take out those 2 ways. SA2 is a pushback attack, which I personally do like that strong attack. Not like he really needs it, but having a vortex type attack is actually really good for him, just to almost basically guarantee to inflict drain and also weakening. Unfortunately, once more, getting paralyzed. You gotta keep that in mind, right? You gotta play it safe with Balgo. You can afford to be careless because we're just gonna be back up to full stamina instantly. But giving this character any type of immunities, like paralysis, for example, for this particular quest, wouldn't be the worst idea. I very well might do it if I keep getting paralyzed, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. SA2 goes down, 1 out of 5 ODU issues taken out super quick. This is amazing. This is really fun too. I'm actually really enjoying playing with this character. Visually, I think he looks great. And in that case, we got a much faster play time, 47 seconds. Still wasn't perfect. We're going to try that once more and see how he clears this time. So SA1 there. Let's use our SA2 to push back those enemies. And then our SA3 is going to clear him up. Already have the SP boost active. We're wasting no time getting that SP boost. I can guarantee that. Go here. Lovely. Let's just wait for our SA3 to come back, and then we can just take out those 2 ways. Amazing. And one thing that's worth mentioning too, and you're going to see when we showcase Macy tomorrow, is that all these brand new characters have different, flash step animations, right? Bruno has the usual flash steps. Balgo, since he isn't really any like skilled, he's just like a weak kind of character. He has just rolls. It's been a minute since we had a character that can just roll, but I guess it's kind of cool. And in that case, we got a 35-second clear time, very similar to Bruno without killer, but 35 seconds is really good. Probably one of the fastest ones you can get for, PvE single player content. And remember, I'm going to specify this a lot, he's increasing the drops. He is very similar to Tensor, which I think is just super crazy, right? The fact that we have a character that's this powerful, that's also increasing the drops, is crazy, but we deserve it. Mind has desperately needed a character like this, and I'm very happy this character exists, but that's single player IT. That isn't that impressive. Let's take him into co-op IT. Alright, so here we go. Test in co-op IT. First strong attack already activating the SP boost. That is amazing. And the great thing about him constantly inflicting stat elements, it means you can actually use him in IT even when he doesn't have killer, right? Obviously, right now we are doing 60% more damage, so we are getting a notable damage increase here. But even in IT when he doesn't have killer, I think it's going to be perfectly fine, right? Especially considering the fact that he's going to be constantly weakening and also inflicting drain. It means you can kind of afford to not give immunities. If you saw our Lisa showcase the other day, right? Really good character in IT, right? But I kind of had to make it so she's immune to paralysis, because if I do take damage, we are losing out on quite a bit of DPS since we are rocking a lot of full stamina damage. In his case, I'd rather just give him long strides, because if we do take damage, as long as we don't die, we're pretty much gonna get back up to full stamina with 1 or 2 strong attacks. So in this case, let's go here, use our SA2, gonna go into the boss stage, and look at that, 2 strong attacks. 2 strong attacks to take down the boss. But going into this, let's use our SA2 there, not really the best position. This room is actually quite annoying to get paralyzed, so let's make sure we just sit ourselves in the corner. And then SA1 there, look at that, into the boss stage, lovely. They're already weakened, lovely. And they go down with 1 strong attack. This is 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 character. 1 out of 5. And he's a farmer. And he's a farmer. It's ridiculous. Soul Bomb, which by the way, didn't mention it, he has Bombardment with the SP boost. This character is a Guild Quest nuker, which unfortunately, the 2 kills he does have are in the same Guild Quest. So he can only be used in 1 Guild Quest, which is covered by Yamamoto. But he is actually able to be used in Guild Quest as a nuker. And if they ever decide to split up the killers, so Quincy and Human get their own one, then he's going to be a nuker in 2 types of Guild Quest. But in that case, it helps us out too, because we're able to use our Soul Bomb in co-op IT 1 out of 5, which no tension time. With no tension time, no weakened defense. And we just nuke through the final stage. 1 minute and 33 seconds as a nuker is very similar to Tensor Zangetsu. He doesn't have Pierce Iron Skin. This is without doubt one of the best characters in the game, period. This is really, really good for a farmer too. Right now, I would say he's feeling a tad bit more impressive when compared to Bruno, for example, but it's a bit of an unfair comparison. Bruno didn't have killer in IT. But even then, I mean, Balgo's clear time is going to be insane, especially considering that he's also increasing the drop rate too. Starting our second run though, I literally just remembered I actually have this character 3 out of 5. So his Soul Bomb is doing 50% more damage. So maybe at 1 out of 5, you can't actually go through the final stage with just 1 Soul Bomb. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, this character is going to just do a lot of damage with his strong attacks anyway. Like, if we didn't kill with the Soul Bomb there, we would have killed with 1 strong attack. So far, so good, though. We actually haven't got inflicted with paralysis, which is nice. But yeah, I'll tell you what, man. This is the character that I've been waiting for. Like, I have recently been struggling on Super Pots for the hot attribute because I don't have Nelio, I don't have the Okiro, the 2 current Mind Super Linkso characters. So to have a character like this that is both equally powerful to the likes of some of the best characters in the game, but also increase the drop rate, is something that my account has desperately needed. And most accounts, I believe, have desperately needed this type of character. Look at that. SA3 goes off. We're already into the next stage. We already killed the bosses. Man, what a character. For the Mind attribute too, bro. This is amazing. SA1 goes into those enemies, and SA3 goes off too. We just killed both bosses with 2 strong attacks. Like, I'm stuttering. I'm at a loss for words right now, bro. A loss for words. Let's try and go through this stage without actually having to use our Soul Bomb. These enemies are just making the run a tad bit longer, but SA2 goes off once more. Enemies are weakened. Weakening and Drain is such a powerful set of stat elements. And to have in a character like this, a farmer nonetheless, is just amazing. Balgo nonetheless too, man. I'd never expected Balgo to come into the game and be this powerful, bro. In this case, though, a tad bit of a slower run at 1 minute and 53 seconds. Still good, though. Still good for a farming character. But jumping into our third run, let's see if we can actually get a faster run here. Maybe just something very similar. What I do love about this character, again, is the visuals, right? I always imagined Balgo in the game, and I always imagined it just him, basically having to deal with those sushis, wrecking the entire place. And we technically got exactly that in a seasonal format. So this character is exactly how I just envisioned him in the game, which is kind of cool, right? This isn't a canon version of Balgo. It's just a seasonal version, right? But still, like, this easily just could have been a default Balgo. I kind of actually prefer him being in a seasonal outfit compared to the original form. Mainly just because, like, the outfit itself just looks really cool too. Loving the hoodie. And then the Sushi also looks really cute. Unfortunately, we took a bit of damage there, but it doesn't matter because we're back up to full stamina. But look at Usushi's little hat. Look at it. It's so cute. It's so cute. And he's just sitting on our shoulder. Unfortunately, surely he's getting squashed when we flash step around the map, right? Maybe not. I don't know, though. But let's use our SA3. Actually didn't inflict weakening. That's surprising. We had a little bit of unfortunate luck there. Weirdly enough, we actually didn't inflict a status with one strong attack. Can you believe it? It is hard to see, but the SA1 and 2 literally is just Osushi doing all the attacks, with the exception of the SA3. The SA3 is just us hugging him, or twirling him around. And I believe if you saw our summon quote, he says something about building like a doghouse, which is kind of cute. But the bosses are spawned in, they got weakened. This does feel like a much slower run, but it's still respectively fast by all means. And let's just use our soul bomb. There we go. Done. Balgo, man. And Osushi. And Osushi. Don't forget, Osushi is part of the character. It's both characters. Balgo and Osushi are proven to be one of the better characters of the game. And a fun too. Man, what an absolute character. In this case, it was a much slower run, but we were a bit careless. We were allowed to be because we can't just easily get back up to full stamina. A 1 minute and 53 second claim time is still really, really good. Alright, so let's take Balgo and Osushi into epic raid content. Let's see how they do perform here. The strong attacks are actually pretty good here. I mean, the SA2 obviously is range collision, right? But it does do most of the hits. The SA1 can be really good. We're pretty much going to be able to constantly inflict our stat damage, right? Might take a few extra hits, but you can see that it's already back up. And let's see how much it takes us to go through one phase with just strong attacks, right? So far, it's looking like 30 seconds to get through one phase. That's not too bad. But what you're going to notice now is that we used our soul bomb, and look at that, already down to 50 HP. Now we've applied weakened defense. And that, of course, is going to allow us to do a tad bit more damage. And with that, we are now into the next stage. So it's very similar in claim time, actually, funny enough. 30 seconds on both phases, right? In this case, we were forced to take damage because that's what this particular raid does do. But lucky for us, we're able to get back up to full stamina once we do inflict the stat summon, right? There we go, already back up to full stamina. SP gauge is back. Phase 3 was a tad bit slower, but very similar in nature. In this case, it looks like it took us around a minute and 40-ish seconds to do 20 million damage. Really massive difference when compared to Bruno, if you saw our showcase of Bruno. Bruno did 20 million damage in under 30 seconds time. Balgo and Osushi were much slower in nature, but Bruno has the advantage there of just being a massive damage dealer on their strong attacks, right? He's going to be much more impressive in epic raid content, but Balgo is still able to do a lot of damage on their summon and their strong attacks, and the more Balgos you have in your lobby, the more links up potions, the more droplets you're getting, and then you can also all do a lot of damage on the soul bomb. When I applied weakened defense, you know, of course, if we had more people in the lobby, we would have been able to get through that second phase much faster. But with that said, lads, that was the video for today, showcasing Balgo and Osushi, my new favorite and, in my opinion, best main character in the game. And the fact that he's a farming character just makes it even better. He was a character that the mind actually desperately needed, and I'm thankful he's in the game. We have a new, fun-to-play main character that isn't Lisa or Senfani Ichigo, and the fact that it's a fresh face into the game, Balgo with Osushi, really fun visuals, really cute design, many with Osushi. It's overall just a super fun and powerful character to play with. You really can't complain about that. In the comments below, let me know what you'd like to think about this character. He, to me, is my favorite of the entire batch, and I'm definitely going to use the rest of the day to farm IT because this character is going for it super easily. With that said, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.